So what have we learned till now, children? Oviparous animals, oviparous have, they egg laying animals. So oviparous means egg laying animals. What are their characters? They have internal ears, they have feathers or scaly skin. They have feathers or scaly skin. Viviparous animals, viviparous animals give birth to young ones. They suckle the young ones. That means they give milk to the young ones, suckle the young ones. We call it as breastfeeding. They have external ears and they have hair on their skin. Hair on their skin. These are the characters of oviparous and viviparous. What are oviparous animals? The egg laying animals are oviparous. And what are viviparous? The animals which give birth to the young ones are called viviparous animals. Right. These are the something that we are talking about sexual reproduction. When we are talking about sexual reproduction, we are discussing about these two things. That means, is there any other type of reproduction? Last year you learnt in plants, no? In plants also sexual reproduction is there, asexual reproduction is there. Sexual reproduction is where male and female gamete fuses to or fertilizes. Male and female gamete fuses to form a egg. Okay. That is sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction, there is no need of two gametes. Like male or female, that is asexual. Now let us see more about asexual type of reproduction and then we will come back to sexual reproduction. I hope this you understood, children. Asexual reproduction. This is a kind of reproduction where sex is not involved. You don't need a male or a female gamete. Asexual reproduction. No requirement of male and female gamete. Male and female gamete. What are the examples that we can you would like to know more about this asexual reproduction? One of the examples is Hydra. The other one is amoeba. Let us see. Hydra, amoeba. These are the examples, and of course there are many others, but still let us learn. These are easiest for us. Hydra, it's not Hydra and amoeba. Hydra, it reproduces asexually by budding. Hydra reproduces asexually by budding. Amoeba reproduces asexually by fission. Fission, here in favorable conditions, binary fission. We are talking about binary fission. Fission which is binary. In unfavorable conditions, of course, it will divide through multiple fission. Now let us see. How does Hydra reproduce through budding? Hydra's reproduction through budding, let us see. Imagine Hydra is an aquatic organism, children. It belongs to Coelenterata. It has tentacles like this, tentacle like things like that, and now this is sedentary. Actually this is sedentary. Now in the next stage, this is a completely grown Hydra. This is a completely grown Hydra. In the next step, you notice a bump in the Hydra like this. Okay, a bump is noticed here, and the bump slowly starts growing. Bump slowly starts growing. In the next stage, you notice that the bump is again developing finger-like projections like this. Just like its mother, it's developing finger-like projections. And the next thing you notice is one big hydra, and then it gets detached. It gets detached from the mother like this. So this is how budding takes place. Now both look alike. Both the hydra, mother hydra and the daughter hydra, both look alike, and this is budding. Once the whatever protrusion it is grown to its full extent. Now it is ready to live all by itself. It cuts itself off from the mother hydra. Now they both live individually, separately. Now when this again in future, again it will grow a bulb like a bulge like thing, and again it will give rise to another hydra. This also will get ready to produce another hydra. So this is how budding takes place in hydra. What is let us see. This is called actually bud, children. This we call it as bud. Okay, what did they mention here? The hydra, a microscopic organism, aquatic organism, it reproduces asexually, and sometimes not just one bulge, it may have 2-3 bulges also at a time. Okay, at a time it can give rise to 2-3 buds also. And then this type of asexual reproduction, we call it as budding. What do we call it as? This is called budding. Why budding? It is growing a bud. This is growing a bud, and then bud is getting detached once it is showing all the characters of a mother hydra, adult hydra, right? That is about hydra. Now let us see the next type of asexual reproduction. The next type of asexual reproduction is binary fission. Budding and binary fission both start with B only. We are talking about binary fission in amoeba. We are talking about binary fission in amoeba. Now, how does this binary fission take place? It's actually very easy. Let us see. Amoeba is like this, no? Any way you write and you say it is amoeba, it has to be accepted. What does it have? It has cytoplasm, nucleus, what else? And vacuoles will be there, of course. Cytoplasm is there. Nucleus is there, and these are all vacuoles, food vacuoles or any such vacuoles. Okay, now for any organism, microscopic organism, the nucleus is important. Let us see now how this microorganism, this is also an aquatic organism. Amoeba is a protozoan, it is an aquatic organism, and how does it divide? It is binary. Binary means means 2. It is dividing itself into 2. How does it happen? Now what happens is, in the next stage, when it is getting the pseudopodia and all, it will be like drawn itself into a circle, getting ready for division. Okay, this is all the chalk piece is not clear, that's why I am unable to draw the cytoplasm. Okay, right, this is now ready for division in favorable conditions, children. Now what happens? First thing is, the nucleus starts showing difference. This nucleus starts showing the this nucleus is now showing that division first. You can notice the small constriction here near the nucleus. That is how the nucleus begins to divide. Now once the nucleus is getting ready to divide, the cytoplasm also starts deviating. Now cytoplasm and the cell membrane also starts showing the deviation. This is how the nucleus is inside. Now once the nucleus starts showing the constriction, the cytoplasm and the cell membrane also start showing constriction at this areas like this. Now cell membrane, and cytoplasm and the nucleus, everything is showing the constriction. In the next stage it's very clearly shown that the nucleus will divide, but still the cell membrane is intact. Nucleus has divided. One nucleus and the other nucleus, it has divided itself into two organisms. But still there is a connection between them. Notice children. It's easy to draw, nothing to worry about. Now the nucleus, actually first nucleus divided. Then the cytoplasm and the cell membrane divided. Now nucleus parted. So next step should be a new amoeba with its own nucleus, another amoeba with its own nucleus. So finally one amoeba, by the time it has come here, it gave rise to two daughter cells. One amoeba, it has given rise to two daughter cells, and this is called binary fission. Fission means what? Division. Fission is breaking. One organism is breaking into two organisms. That's why we call it as binary fission. Now if you notice, first thing is nucleus started showing the deviation, and then the cytoplasm and cell membrane started showing the constriction, and nucleus parted. After nucleus parted, then the cell membrane and cytoplasm also parted, and they broke down, and you get two daughter nuclei. This is how the binary fission takes place in asexual reproduction. Once you see these all you can observe in the slides under a microscope in our labs also. After the school reopens, first thing, once you try and check it out like that. Okay, and now let us see. Thus a single parent forms two daughter nuclei amoeba, two daughter amoebae, and one organism is sexually reproducing and producing two individuals is called binary fission. Now tomorrow we will learn about sexual reproduction, which is very interesting. Tomorrow be prepared, read the textbook and come. Thank you. Bye bye.